So today I'm going to do a tag video. This is the 50 facts about me tag, so I'm just going to run through them really quickly so you can learn a little bit more about me. I was born in Sarasota, Florida. I am one of 4 children. I am allergic to cats and most dogs. I am a Scorpio. I am absolutely obsessed with Disney World. I have been since I was a little kid, and I've always dreamed of working there. My biggest pet peeve is repetition. I hate when things repeat, or if I hear something over and over again, especially when songs just say the same thing over and over again. I can't stand it. It is my biggest pet peeve. I cannot stand silence, which is why you mostly hear a fan in the background, is because I always have to have something going on, or it just makes me really anxious. When I was little, I had to wear a helmet to bed to readjust my head, because before I was born, I was pushed up against my mom's ribs, and it created a dent in my head, so they had to reform it by me wearing a helmet, and it had Velcro on the sides, and every time I would wake up, I would have my stuffed animal stuck to my head. I have 2 birthmarks, one on my lower back and one right in the middle of my forehead. It looks like 3 fingers right in the center of my forehead, and when I get really mad, most people know because it turns bright red. My favorite food is sushi. I've moved countless times over my entire life, but we've always stayed within a 10-mile radius. I was a dancer for 10 years. I have lit the oven on fire not once, but twice. I don't like going to nightclubs because I have a huge fear of large crowds. They make me very anxious. I love scary movies, and the weird way that I watch them is I don't necessarily look away, I still see it. But if I have one hand over my eye and the other one peeking through, it makes me feel so much better and I don't get as scared. I don't know why. My 2 favorite movies of all times are Mary Poppins and The Wizard of Oz. Harry Potter is about the only series or movie in general that I can watch over and over again and not get tired of it. If I think that I'm going to be sick while eating, or if I think I'm eating too much, my throat automatically closes up and I cannot swallow another bite of food. I'm a big believer in karma, good and bad. I am not religious at all. I just believe in having inner peace with yourself and the people you surround yourself with, but I also do not believe in pushing your opinions on other people. I think everyone's entitled to what they believe, and I will usually never outright tell people that I'm not religious. If they ask, I will tell them, but I don't like to push what I believe or don't believe on other people. I'm not very picky when it comes to food. Unless it is really disgusting, I will most likely try it at least once or twice. A lot of the foods I used to hate when I was little, I really love now, so I'm always open to trying new things. I do not do drugs, and I barely drink just because I like being in control. I don't like feeling like I'm out of control or can't get a hold of the situation that I'm in. I just feel a lot better being sober. I like rainstorms, but thunderstorms, especially at night, can really scare me. Ever since I saw Twister with the night scene at the drive-in, I get really scared that a tornado is going to come through at night and none of us are going to know. It really freaks me out. So rainstorms during the day I'm okay with, maybe even thunderstorms during the day, but the whole darkness and thunderstorms really scares me. I have a Goldendoodle and a Maltese. I love flying in airplanes and just being in the airport in general. It's kind of weird because most people hate being in the airport, but I personally love it. I love getting a Starbucks and a magazine and waiting for my flight to wherever I'm going. I am pro same-sex marriage and equality. I am completely against gossip and cyber and non-cyber bullying. In high school, I did engage in some gossip and drama just because I thought it's what I was supposed to do. It kind of just happened, and I noticed I wasn't very happy in my life and I felt a lot of negative energy, so I just cut out all gossip drama completely, and I'm very forgiving to people, and I'm a big believer in second chances, and I like to clear the air with people, talk about it, be open, and I noticed that it made my life a lot more positive and happy, and I just surround myself with people I get along with and people who enjoy my company, and I enjoy theirs as well. I am not a big fan of spicy food. I will take a little spice, but if it's too much, I just don't like to be in pain while I'm eating. I like to enjoy food and not be hurting. So for that reason I do not like spicy food. When my room is not clean, I get very unmotivated and in a very angry mood, so I like to keep my space really clean and neat. I used to be known to change my career path a lot. I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher, own a cupcake shop, own different types of restaurants. I used to want to clean houses. I've had basically every career in mind before I found fashion and beauty and found out what I want to do for the rest of my life, which is just travel and write about fashion and hopefully maybe one day work for a magazine. So once I found that, for the past 2 years, I think I have not changed my career path once. I know what I want to do and I am very excited to do it. I am a planner, which I like and don't like. I do want to be a little bit more flexible and spontaneous, but I do like that I can keep kind of my life organized because I've seen how it is for people who can't keep their life organized, and I'm just happy I do not have that problem. My dream would be to travel the world and write everything down and take Polaroid pictures of all the places that I go. I have been to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and the Cayman Islands. I have never seen myself as an employee. I've always wanted to be my own boss, start my own business, kind of be the head of what I'm doing in my career. I can be very impatient at times. I have always been scared of E.T. That is the scariest movie I have ever seen. I saw it when I was little, and the first time was the last time, and people knew how to torture me with trying to get me to watch E.T. when I wasn't paying attention, and it has haunted me for my entire life. Anytime I even see the cover, I freak out. I can't even look at him. I don't understand how little kids could watch that and be happy through it because it was horrifying for me. I am really freaked out of spiders and bugs that sting, not because it hurts or anything like that, but because they look very awkward and it just makes me really uncomfortable, and the thought of a bee landing on my skin and then sticking a stinger in me really freaks me out and kind of makes me want to throw up. And another addition to that fact is when I was younger, I got a wasp stuck in my hair when I was in school. I went to reach up and ended up getting stung on my hand. So now if you see any type of wasp or bug near me, I will most likely reach for my hair first just as a reflex. I suffer from severe optic migraines, and if you don't know what that is, it is horrible. Basically how optic migraines start out is by seeing squiggly lines, lit up squiggly lines all over your sight. But anywhere you look, you see the squiggly lines everywhere, and then what you're focused on starts getting extremely blurry. If I'm looking at someone's face, I can't even see their face. It's completely blurry. And then after that goes away, it takes about 10 minutes for that to go away, and then you get a horrible headache, and sometimes you get very nauseated. Thankfully, I don't get nauseous a lot. I just get the horrible headache. For the past 3 or 4 years, I've suffered with medium to severe anxiety. I get really bad motion sickness in cars. I can't stand hair on the floor. It creeps me out. It makes me very grossed out. I didn't get my license until my 20th birthday because of my anxiety. My goal is to move to California within the next 5 years, not necessarily inside Los Angeles, but on the outskirts of Los Angeles. Me being from Florida, I do like the warmer weather, and a lot of what I want to do is out in California. Basically have a list for everything. A lot of people make lists on their phone, but I personally just like a pen and paper. It just makes me feel a lot better and more organized. I'm not a big chocolate eater, but when I crave it, I crave it. I was constantly sick through elementary school, so now I barely get sick, maybe once or twice a year. If I could, I would be an actress, but I'm just a little bit too shy for it and don't think that I could go through with it. So that is it for my 50 facts about me. I hope you guys learned a lot and enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!